Hello, this will be the tutorial for lesson number 6, mini project about me. There are 6 puzzles. Let's go ahead and begin. Click on number 1. And number 1 is going to be an example of the type of poster product that you will be creating on your own. The directions here say, "Hello world, my name is Ricky. Here are some things that I'd like to share about me." Explore. Ricky is using Sprite Lab to create an interactive poster about herself that she can share on the web. Ricky has given you permission to check out her poster. You can even edit her code. Play with Ricky's poster and code for a bit and then click finish. Click OK. And so here is the actual program that encompasses her poster. You can see all the things that she's added. We're going to click on a few of them in just a moment. She created, or rather, she added each of these sprites to her poster, and she made it so that she could change. You can change the background to any picture that you want, etc. You can alter the location of the items. You can change the size of them. For example, right now that one is set to 200. So if I change it to 50, it shows up again. It's just a different size. Let's put it back to 200. And words. So these are event blocks that say when this character is clicked, these words will show up like this. Click run and then click on the character and those words show up. Same with the other characters, same with the corgi, same with the laptop, same with the ice cream, etc. And she also added behavior blocks. So, for example, if you click on the corgi, not only will those words show up, but there will also be a sound and the dog will start wobbling. Let's see if that's true. And it is. So this is an example of the type of poster that you will be asked to create for yourself. So go ahead and click finish. And here is puzzle number 2. And in this puzzle, you will be asked to decorate a sprite for yourself. And so you have basic paint items here. You can change the colors here and so on. You can decorate this sprite however you would like. If you are not the type of person that wants to decorate a sprite, if you click on the plus symbol, you will get several different menus of items and characters and plants and emojis that have already been preloaded. You can just choose as many of those as you like. The reason why they're asking you to do this is so that when you appear, you notice that we're in costumes. If you click on code, here's what your background looks like right now, and here's the sprite that exists so far. Now, if we click on this triangle next to the sprite, the only thing that's in there right now is that sprite. So what we're going to do before anything else is we're going to go ahead and add as many sprites as we want by clicking on costumes. This brings us back. And instead of decorating this character, you are more than welcome to decorate it however you want. But if you don't want to do that, you can click on the plus symbol. And this, again, these are preloaded images. And there are literally hundreds and hundreds of pictures you can choose from. So if you click on one of these, just one of them, you can actually scroll through here and you can pick as many of these as you want that you will be able to add to your poster. So if I click on that caterpillar, all of a sudden this caterpillar shows up here. Let me show you what this looks like on the page where we're creating our poster. This time, if I click on the triangle, you'll see that there's the sprite and the caterpillar. So take a moment when you get to this point and go to costumes, click on the plus symbol, take a look through each of these menus, see what's available, pick as many of them as you want. I'm going to go ahead and add about 3 or 4 of them right now, but when it's your turn, again, you can add as many as you want. I'm actually kind of surprised that this one is available. But since Halloween's coming up, I'm going to go ahead and add that one. Let's see if there's one that looks like me. That one. That's perfect, except without the glasses. And I'm going to add one more thing. Little alien. So this time, if I go to code and click next to the little sprite character, you can see that the sprites that I have chosen to add are available to me now. So that's the first thing that I want for you to spend time on. The directions here say, Ricky here, I'll help you make a cool poster. Do this. Click on the costumes tab at the top left of your screen, right here. 2, edit the starting costume or add a new one that you like. Look for the people category. You already did that. Number 3, change the sprite's costume to your own in the code below, like this. If I click that, then all of a sudden this character is the one that I have chosen here. 4, set the sprite's size to whatever you like. So right now this character does not look like the one that I chose, so that's the first thing that I'm going to do. Always make sure that these two in immediate proximity to each other, please make sure that those always match. Right now the size of the character is set to 150. I'm going to change that to 200. It's going to get a little bit bigger, like that. That's all they wanted you to do for this puzzle. Go ahead and click OK, and then run. That's it. Go ahead and click continue. The directions here say something about yourself and make sure that it's safe. Use when clicked and print in the world's block category to share information about yourself when your sprite is clicked. Just be sure the information you share is safe. And they do give you a short conversation about what type of information is appropriate to share, safe like first name, favorite things, respectful opinions, and things that are not safe to share, as in your full name or your home address or your phone number or email. Please make sure that you do not include any of those. Go ahead and click OK to get rid of that a little bit. So we're going to begin by looking for this green event block, which is in events, and it's this one right here. Now, if I want this to address my sprite, then I need to make sure that this picture matches. So make sure that you do that. Now we're going to go look for the print block in the world blocks category, which is right here. Print all the way at the bottom. Add that here. And here is where you're going to type in whatever information you want your character to speak. So for example, hello, my name is Bob. And when I click run and click on my sprite, those words will show up above him. Click continue. Puzzle number 4, the directions say add more sprites to your poster. Don't forget to give them costumes. It also says add at least 2 other sprites to your poster. Give each sprite a unique costume. So they want us to add 2 more sprites. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to move this event block out of the way because I'm going to add new sprites down here. So go to sprites, and I'm going to add 1, and I'm going to add 2. Actually, I'm going to add 3 since I did add more characters earlier. Now, I only see 1 character here, and the reason why, even though I added 3 of them and I only see 1, is because if you look at these coordinates, they're all on top of one another. So the first thing I'm going to do is choose the sprites, and then I'm going to choose a different location for them on the poster. So the first one, click on it, I'm going to add that little alien. The second one, I'm going to change it to the pumpkin. The third one, I'm going to change it to the caterpillar. So you'll notice that all 3 of them are there, they're just on the same spot. And the way that we alter that is by clicking on the little icon to the right of the coordinates, and then you can go into the poster and pick a different spot for it yourself. In fact, I'm going to change the first one as well. I'm going to put him over here, and then I'm going to put the pumpkin in front of him, and I'm going to put the caterpillar in between them, like that. So the directions were to add at least 2 other sprites to your poster. I added 3 more. Click run, click your character, make him talk, and that's it. Click continue. Puzzle number 5, the directions say tell the world more about yourself through your new sprites. Make your other sprites print information when they are clicked. Be sure whatever you say is safe. Okay. So just like we added this to make the original sprite speak, we're going to create similar ones for the other sprites. Not necessarily that the other sprites are talking, but rather that my sprite will say something about them when we click on them. So begin by getting the event block, one for the caterpillar, one for the pumpkin, one for the alien. I'm separating them a little bit because I know that I'm going to add a block under them. Now we're going to look for the print block, which is in world. One for that one. One for that one. One for that one. I'm going to change this one to the caterpillar. I'm going to change this one to the pumpkin and this one to the alien. And I'm going to say the caterpillar is this. This is my pet caterpillar, Joe. For the pumpkin, I'm going to say Joe loves pumpkins. And for the alien, I'm going to say beep. So if I click run, click on my sprite, click on the caterpillar, click on the pumpkin, and click on the alien, you see the dialogue showing up. Click continue. Here's puzzle 6. This is the last one. It says, wow, your poster is so cool. This is your project. So keep going. Here are a few ideas to make your poster even better. Add a background. Choose a background that fits your poster. So we already have a block that says set background, but right now it's just a grid. If you click it, you get to choose from a series of pictures like this. So continue doing this until you find an image that is to your liking. You may choose then to move things around as well. It's totally up to you. I'm going to leave it like that. The second suggestion is add behaviors. Make each of your sprites react differently when clicked. So we already have the when clicked menus. I'm moving them so that we can see them all at once without having to scroll. I have to move them down a little bit here. And you'll see in a moment why I'm trying to make some space. So for myself, for the first one, I'm going to ask him to sprite begins, change this so that it matches. If these don't match, this will not work. I'm going to ask him to do a specific behavior like moving east, moving north, patrolling, spinning, wandering, wobbling. Here's what this looks like. If I click run and then click my character, he's going to talk and wobble. You can see him doing that. So we're going to do something similar for each of my other characters. For the caterpillar, I'm going to make him, first of all, I need to get the sprite begins block. Change this so that it matches the caterpillar. I'm going to make the caterpillar move towards the pumpkin because he loves pumpkins. So move. I'm going to make the worm move east so that he will move in the direction of the pumpkin. The pumpkin, I'm going to, first of all, get the sprite begins block. Change it to match the pumpkin. And I'm going to make it start growing. And the alien that just goes beep, get the sprite begins block. And I'm going to make that one wandering. Oh, I forgot to make it match. So here we go. Run, click him, click the worm, click the pumpkin, click the alien. I'm going to go ahead and click finish. And that is the last puzzle of the unit. So when you click continue, you will get to the page with the certificate. This does not mean you need to do anything. It simply indicates that you are done. You are welcome to close code.